It's ready when you are.
Okay. My name is Spencer Putman. I work for Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. I'm the area manager at Cheney Wildlife Area. I started here in January. Some of the things I've noticed about this wildlife area is that we have some erosion issues that are happening along Cheney Reservoir shoreline, as well as we've got some agricultural fields that are butting up pretty close to the lake. What my overarching goal is that I want for the wildlife area itself is I want to create great habitat and tremendous diversity, and I want to accomplish that by expanding our native grass areas. And the way I'm going to do that is we're going to systematically start re-evaluating our agricultural practices, and some of these smaller odds and ends fields that we have on the area, we'll start converting them to native grass. For this year, there's 3 fields that we've taken out of production. We're planning on running at least 2 years of cover crops to improve the soil health before we do go back with a native grass and high diversity forb mix. Right now, our agricultural fields and how we control them is just through a bid process. So all the ag fields that anybody will see out here at Cheney Wildlife Area are actually put out to bid every year, and then we work with the producers that get that bid, and we try and do it as much as I try and work with them as much as I can on good farming practices, and then also what's going to help them on what they want to do with the ground. But for the most part, I'm wanting to try and get more forward thinking on doing some more cover crop usage, high diversity cover crop mixes. And for right now, all the tenants that I have are pretty open to that, and we're in the growing phase right now on what we want to do. I'm hoping within the next 5 years that we'll keep continuing to grow on the path that we're growing. But right now, the working relationship with our producers is fantastic. As far as regenerative ag goes, it's a new practice for me. I've come from southeast Kansas the last 7 years of my experience, and it's kind of new and picking up down there. Right now, the regenerative ag part of it is we're just losing so much topsoil. Topsoil and our soil health is lacking, that I just want to try and improve what we have going here so we don't completely lose what we do have. Erosion by the lake is an issue as this ground sloughs away through wave action and rainfall erosion. It's slowly filling into the channel of the lake to where our lake's getting shallower and shallower is one of the big reasons we're wanting to try and curb erosion. And then with us planting native grass around the reservoir and some of these agricultural fields that butt right up to it, we're looking at also improving the water quality for the watershed itself. We're kind of the last stop where all the water's flowing to, so we want to try and create a good filter system. I found out about Cheney Lake Watershed through some of my contacts that I had in southeast Kansas with Pheasants Forever. One of the cause biologists informed me that I needed to get a hold of the Cheney Watershed Inc. He recommended that I talk to you guys about some practices and what we can do from a state and from a mutual area. What I'm looking at to accomplish between working with Cheney Lake Watershed is that it'll be mutually beneficial for us. I want to try and create what's best for the wildlife area, and the Watershed Inc. is also looking at the watershed as a whole, and this wildlife area and reservoir is what we're trying to protect. So I'm hoping we'll be able to work together and in the future be able to educate the public and the producers on some of the practices that we're doing to improve not only soil health but water quality. I'm looking forward to working with the Cheney Watershed Inc. and I'm hoping this relationship can grow and prosper and be beneficial for everybody, the critters and the public that come out to enjoy this beautiful wildlife area.